It's time for another trip on the recruiting trail as we hit the road to meet some of the nation's best prospects. This week, we're stopping in New Canaan, Connecticut to meet Notre Dame commit Drew Pyne. When you grow up surrounded by football as much as Drew Pyne has, it's hard not to be drawn to the sport.
My great-grandfather, my grandfather, and my uncle all played in the NFL. You know, my uncle's numbers retired next to Mike Vick at Virginia Tech. You know, my dad played at Brown. My uncle played at Lafayette. His 3 kids are all playing college football, and my brother plays college football. So, you know, ever since I can remember anything, like I remember having a football in my hand.
Drew's father, George, is a successful businessman who has worked as the chief operating officer at NASCAR and the president of sports and entertainment at IMG. Drew's brother, Brendan, who is now at Brown, played at IMG Academy in 2015, and at the time, young Drew was a water boy for future Michigan quarterback Shea Patterson.
It's crazy looking back at it. I'm very thankful to be around Shea and those guys, and my brother and Shea are really good friends now. And, you know, just being around him and seeing him play and how he acts and leads was really cool for me to be in 8th grade, seeing that, and then implementing that things into my game in high school.
IMG wasn't the place for Drew, though, as he's developed into a star quarterback in his hometown of New Canaan. He had college scholarship offers before he ever played a high school game, and he helped lead New Canaan to a state title as a freshman in 2016. The Rams have been one of the best teams in the state going back all the way to 1950. Through his leadership, Drew wants to make sure the standard at New Canaan remains high.
As a quarterback, you got to be a leader. So no matter where you go, you have to have a presence to lead other guys and be the best teammate possible, whether it's on the field or off the field, and kind of just leading by example and helping kids out rather than just having, you know, mediocre conversation and really getting into their real self character. You know, I think is a big part of being a quarterback.
Drew grew up a big fan of Notre Dame, so it's a dream come true when he's able to give the Irish a verbal commitment in the spring of 2018.
It meant everything to me. I mean, like, I remember a video of me when I was like 3 years old, jumping up and down on a bed watching Rudy and screaming his name and everything. I used to watch that movie like every day, and you know, I haven't watched it in a while. And I watched a bit of it when my mom was watching it, and I got really emotional. I turned it off and I was like, I'm going to watch this before my first practice when I go to Notre Dame. So, you know, just being a Notre Dame fan and looking up to Brady Quinn as a kid is just a dream come true, and I'm very blessed and thankful to be able to have this opportunity.
Fully motivated, Drew Pyne looks like he has a few more chapters to write in his family's storied football history.